Hello and welcome to the short Vort on Parshas Toldos. We have two nice short Divrei Torah. One of them will be about the power of tefillah for others, and the other one is Yitzchak Avinu really a foodie? So we begin the parsha in Perek Chaf Hey Pasuk Chaf Aleph Vayetar Yitzchak Lashem, and Yitzchak Avinu entreaty to Hashem Lenochach Ishto, opposite his wife. The Rashbam says that the translation of Lenochach is really bishvil, on behalf of, meaning that his emphasis, Yitzchak Avinu's focus of his tefillah was on behalf of his wife, Rivka. Why is that? Didn't he also need a child? Yitzchak needed a child, but he wasn't worried about having a child because he was guaranteed that he would raise children, because the blessing of Avram Avinu was through Yitzchak, and through him we would have eventually Klal Yisrael. However, he didn't know whether the zechus of raising Klal Yisrael would be, or creating Klal Yisrael would be with this Sadekis Rivka. So he wanted to make sure that she was the one who became a parent and built Klal Yisrael with him. So the reality is then Hashem answered, it says, Vayeter lo Hashem, Hashem allowed himself to be entreated, and he answered Yitzchak. Why didn't he answer Rivka? With various answers, but the one that I'd like to focus on is the fact that there's a message that when someone prays for someone else, and that person needs the same thing as the person he's praying for, or she, then the person doing the praying will often be zocha to be answered first. Moving on, in Perek Zayin Pasuk Daled, it says Yitzchak tells Eisav that he wants to aseli Matamim kasher hafti, make for me the delicious foods like I like, because Yitzchak wanted to give blessings to his son Eisav, the Bechor. So was Yitzchak really a foodie? He was so into food, a tzaddik like that, that's what he cared about? So Rivka always replaced Esav's food. Eisav used to come and feed his father, but he'd give it to the mother, whatever he caught, and she'd make sure that it was either made kosher or was replaced with something kosher food. And Yitzchak thought that the special elevating food that he was getting was because Eisav was, despite the popular opinion, that Eisav was really a tzaddik nistar. He was a hidden righteous person. And the food that he was eating made Yitzchak like learning more, like doing mitzvahs more, like davening more, because the food prepared by a tzaddik elevates the food there. Now this time it was different. He was sent out, he was having trouble, the malachim would hide take away whatever he caught. It was a long process, and this time Rivka didn't replace the food that Eisav brought. Instead, she had prepared for Yaakov Avinu to bring the food so that he would get the blessing. So Yitzchak saw that this person spoke like Yaakov Avinu, but the food was still elevated like Eisav. Now Eisav came in and he asked Rivka to say, all right, can you prepare my food for me? And she said, no, this time I'm not doing it. It's Pesach tonight. And in Pesach, we have to have kosher the Pesach food, and your food may not even be kosher. So Eisav made his own, and some say that it was because he couldn't carry the malachim were freeing up the venison, the deer, that he this time replaced it. He killed the dog, and he figured, all right, I'll give my father a dog to eat. So this time Yitzchak was confused, and he said, who's the other person who brought the food? I love that food. I love that elevating food. And whoever that was should keep the bracha. And ultimately, Yitzchak realized that Eisav was really not who he pretended to be, and that he was not worthy of the blessing. So thank you for listening. Like, share, and subscribe. Have a wonderful week and a wonderful Shabbat.